So I see there's this whole thing now where people are reading bin Laden's letter to America and somehow defending that garbage. Maybe these people are too young to remember, but bin Laden was a butcher not only of Americans, but of anyone that opposed him. Anyone that agreed with same-sex marriage, dead. Women who use their voice, dead. So these people sitting here going, yeah, I understand this. No, you don't, unless you support terrorism. It's time to do some research and wake up. I was in Washington, D.C. at 701 Pennsylvania Avenue on 9/11. I was 22 years old. I was fresh out of school. And I was terrified beyond belief. There was all this talk about bombs on the mall, the State Department. We knew about the plane coming to the White House. We thought it was coming to the Capitol, and I was right in the middle of it. So I don't really want to hear anybody talking about how great bin Laden was or what a good point he made. His sole mission was to draw the United States into a massive quagmire in the Middle East. And guess what? He did pull that off because George Bush fell completely into the trap and got us stuck there for 20 years. But that in no way justifies anything about terrorizing people, innocent civilians. I live in New York now, and guess what? This is my view. That is the Freedom Tower. That is where the World Trade Center used to be. So 20 years ago, people were sitting right around where I was and watching the horror of those buildings coming down with innocent civilians dying in the process. So don't tell me that bin Laden had a point. Also, you never have to hand it to bin Laden. He was a butcher, a monster, an oppressor of people who didn't believe exactly what he believed, and also people who followed him and not questioned his power. So this letter to America, screw that. Screw bin Laden, and screw anybody who believes in it, in what he had to say.